All right. Congrats to Bradley. Very good basketball team. Frustrating loss. We knew it would be a really, really tough game. And I really thought we lost the game at the end of the first half. I thought the last media timeout, we just have to be smarter. We talked to our guys, and it's on me. I have to do a better job of managing the game. We're up 29-23, and we have a chance to really be in a good place going into half. We're battling some foul trouble. I probably should have rolled the dice and got Terrence back in there, and even AJ. And then Kobe had 2 as well. And that'll bother me. But credit Bradley. Very good team. 17 for 19 from the line on the road. I thought the free throw line was big, especially early too. I think we missed a bunch early, missed some layups, but turnovers, shot selection, 29-23, 33-31, a 10-2 run. They went zone. We had a funky lineup in there because of foul trouble, and I thought that's where the game was won. I know they went on a little run in the second half, but that's where I thought that part was big for them and tough for us. And but this league will humble you quick, and then you can get it back quick too. So you just got to stay the course. In these good leagues, the good teams are coming, and we had a great talk today from our character coach, just talking about what does love wins really mean? It means are you willing to sacrifice into the end? And that's when I heard Amir tell his team about it, that's what he said. He goes, we sacrificed, we did this, and got a long way to go, but man, we have to get better in those areas.
Coach, at halftime, I know you're down by 6 points. That run at the end really had to bother you, but Bradley's shooting 71%. They're only up 6 points. You had to feel pretty good, considering.
Yeah, just didn't make them miss much. But that's what you're down 6. They're going to be hard. They're all going to be hard, right? Bradley's been good in this league for a long time, and it's going to be hard. And we played well with them here, but we have guarded them well here, and we didn't guard them well. But yeah, you go in 6 and they're shooting that kind of percentage. But you're frustrated on why they're up 6, and those are the things we had to change. And, we struggled to score early. I got to go kind of look and see, why the case was on that. But they kind of got up 10. We get it to 5. It kind of kept going 5-10 the whole second half. And I can't get that technical. It's so stupid, man. So stupid. It's my fault. You get it to 7. It's our ball. We got to execute. We don't execute. And 9 times out of 10, those guys are right. They teed me up from across the court, from the far end, because they said I was a step out of the coach's box.
That's what the technical is?
Mm-hmm. And so, but I can't get that because it goes from 7 to 9 to 12 in 5 seconds, and that's my fault, and that's unacceptable.
Coach, you talked about that funky zone. In the second half?
Yeah, I don't think it was a funky zone. It was our lineup was funky. The zone was a 1-1-3, 2-3 zone. Yeah. We've gone again. We had layups at the rim. We missed. We had guys out of position because of foul trouble. So we had a funky lineup to go attack it.
And that's why it looked like y'all having to really work hard to get shots the way you wanted against that defense, right?
Yeah, I think he probably saw that lineup and he stayed in it. And then, they played that a good bit, but we've been really good against zone. We had a couple wide open looks, layups, we had dunks. We got to be better in those areas.
There have been times that this year that you've had, some of your key players get in foul trouble super early in games. And then they had to sit in that first half and forcing you to play, lineups that maybe you weren't planning on doing.
Yep.
How are you having to adjust with that as a coach, and how can you go about maybe trying to?
Well, I've played. If you followed us, that's why I'm pouring more ticked at myself. I've been playing them with 2 fouls, but I knew this game I thought was going to come down to the end. We were in control of the game, 29-23, even 31-33, 33-31. That I was like, hey, I've waited long enough. Let me just hold them. And And obviously, it's wrong decision by me. And you make decisions. Sometimes they're going to be great, and sometimes they're going to be. But I've kind of went my gut and played those guys with two. Like at Drake, I think we played with two. Northern Iowa, UIC, I know I did. But because we're more wing heavy than guard heavy, right? When we get foul trouble there, it can throw us off a little bit. But that's not my job to be able to roll the dice and say, hey, we're going to play. And if you get three, you get three, and then I'll take you out.
In this offense, I know every team would love to say, oh, I can shoot 60% from the corner three. And there were 2 or 3 times that corner three was open against this defense. How much does your offense need that corner three just moving forward, perhaps against other zones like that?
Yeah, I mean, we shot under 30% from three, 31. You got to be 30. You want to be 37, 30, 36, 37, 38. And they're one of the top three-point shooting teams in the country. But, yeah, I mean, corner threes, everybody jokes about, man, I never want to be in the corner. You can make $10 million a year if you can make corner threes at a high level, is what I tell those guys. But we had a big one, and AP's been playing really well, but he had a big one, right, to cut it to 4 or something in the second half. You know what I mean? That kind of really gets you going and gets crowd into it. And we missed a couple of those. And then sometimes we weren't shot ready. We weren't aware of the clock. We had a wide open shot, 5 seconds. We turned it down, threw it to the corner where we should have knifed the zone or took that shot. Like, we got to be more aware and be shot ready. And, but yeah, the 3-point line, I thought there was a couple ones that, like Kyle, I'm looking 1 for 5. I thought he had 2 or 3 really good ones. AJ came out of the gates blazing, and then Terrence, we need him to score for this team to be really good. And when he goes over 4, 2 for 8, when he has those nights, it makes it a little bit harder for us offensively. But that goes on me, man. Like that, I look at myself. I'll take accountability. Like, I should have got him back in the game in the first half.
Can you talk about Alden's emergence here in the last few games? He had another good game for you today, it looked like.
Yeah, offensively, he's been really good for us. He gives us another scoring opportunity. I think the one thing, the growth that he's got to make and then Justin's got to continue to make is just, defensively, right? Because they have size where they can guard Hannah and they can guard some of these, not all the teams. Some teams play 4 guards, some play a hybrid 4, but they've got that size. But we switch a lot, and you're going to get on a guard, and we got to do a better job of keeping people in front, from that standpoint. But he's played his numbers offensively been really good of late, and we got to continue to help him continue to get better because he's really helped us. I thought Drake, Northern Iowa, we've done some really good things. It's just you follow all these leagues, SEC, Big 12, Missouri Valley. You're going to go through some parts of your schedule, man. You know what I mean? Like, we've had some really good stretch of games. When you go back, look at our last 6 games. We've beaten Loyola Chicago. We've beaten Northern Iowa. We've beaten Drake. Played really well at Valpo at home, defended well. We go on the road. We lose a double overtime heartbreaker. And you come home for the best team in the league. Like, you got to respond. And that's what life's about, man. Can you respond? Can we all collectively respond? I got a good locker room. I got a tight locker room. And I expect to respond. Tomorrow's our first day. We've actually been a full day off. You know what I mean? Which we probably need it, and then get ready for Southern Illinois. As coaches, obviously we're doing stuff, but like player-wise. And then Monday and Tuesday, get ready and let's get a good crowd over there at Carbondale, and let's go get a great road win and then move on to the next and stay the course. Because like I was talking to Brian before the game, like this league's going to take a lot of a lot of curves throughout it, and our goal is still to finish in that top third and compete for championships this year. And we got a team that's definitely deserved to have the opportunity to do that. We just got to clean some things up. That's what's frustrating. But this is the standard. Bradley's the standard right now, and we got to grow.
Coach, you mentioned those runs that you go on. What's the key in this league to getting out of slumps right now where you've lost 2 in a row, but earlier this season you had something similar and you were able to go on the road and get 2 big wins? What's the key to getting back into it? Defensive
physicality and toughness, efficiency on the offensive end. Go watch 29-23 to the end of the half. That we have to understand. I was just talking to Dennis Smith walking in, and and a good a friend and a supporter and a big part of our program. And he's like, man, every possession in this league matters. It does. I have to do a better job of making sure everyone in the program understands that.
Coach, I feel like at times the team seemed a little timid. Felt like there were some times they kind of probed that zone a little bit and didn't take.
Yeah, I mean, somebody mentioned that to me, but golly, man, we got an older group, man. We ain't got time. I mean, what's the the Bible verse about timidity? I mean, we ain't got time for that. Like, we got to make plays around the rim, and we missed 2 dunks tonight. Like, we got to make those, right? And yeah, I mean, but yeah, we can't play timid. We can't play weak. The team we got to play is the team that defended Drake. The team we got to play is the team that defended Valpo in here. The team we got to play is the team, that when at 8:30 in the morning when everybody's counting out, have to go play a good little tough little Chicago, and it's a physical battle, right? That's who we got to be, and we got to understand that, and that's got to be our identity, and everybody has to be on the same page with that.